The number one thing not to do if you are an immigrant, do not drink and drive. Definitely do not drink and drive if you do not have a driver's license. Absolutely don't drink and drive with any kids in the vehicle. And never ever drink and drive without a driver's license, with kids in the vehicle, and if those kids don't have their seatbelts or baby seats or child safety seats. In my experience, that is the number one cause so many immigrants get detained, deported, or placed in immigration court proceedings. If you're not a U.S. citizen, a DWI is different, or a DUI. It's as if you robbed a 7-Eleven with a gun. Even though many Americans commit and get convicted of DWIs, if you are an immigrant, it's like you have no place in the United States whatsoever. That's how immigration treats it and sees it. And yes, I can still get you out on a bond, but it makes it so hard for you and especially your family, and most of all your kids. They are the ones, your family kids, that will suffer the most and will be scarred and wounded by this for life. Those 5, 10, 20, 30 or longer days that you're suddenly taken away and detained by immigration, maybe hundreds of miles or hours away, and all that income lost. The reality is it's usually the primary breadwinner, the primary earner, the one who makes the most money for the family, that gets arrested for this. And absolutely, I'll explain to your judge your obligations to your family, commitments, how badly they need you, how the kids need you, how they miss you, all the health problems and everything else that there is that's important about your life and your employment and your need. But it takes a lot to get you free, and while it does work on a DWI, there are some Trump judges that will take that opportunity to deny you bond and deport you for a DWI or even less. The cost and the damage that is done to your family is immense. So if you choose to have a drink and you make that choice that cerveza is more important than your children, than your family, then that's a decision you make and you live with. So just pause before you do that. I've got cases that are 10 years more or longer, cancellation removal cases, and kids now are adults, yet they still tear up and shake and cry on the stand when they talk about the day that their dad was taken away and that time that he was gone from the family. So, and for spouses, if you know he likes to drink or wants to drink, you've almost got to make it a safe place or make it comfortable for him to drink at home rather than outside with some loser friends or at a bar. You need to make it that he doesn't drink and drive, and that if he is drinking, that he calls you, or that you'll call someone, or you'll get him picked up, or learn how to use Uber or Lyft. Most Uber and Lyft drivers actually speak Spanish. A lot of them are non-US citizens, and that can save a lot of headache and time and money, because however much an Uber costs or a Lyft costs, it is a fraction of the cost that's going to be needed for your criminal lawyer, your immigration lawyer, all the lost income, as well as the cost to hire an immigration lawyer to get you out of jail.